Hey, you, yeah, over here. You want to hear a secret? Do you want to hear 5 secrets?
Because we are going to give you 5 dirty little secrets that sports card content creators don't want you to know. We're in undisclosed locations right now. We don't want people to know where we're at. We're going to try to get this broadcast in for you, but we're going to tell you 5 different things that sports card content creators do. They don't want you to know it. We're going to tell you anyway. Let's get to it. Number 1, dirty little secret. A lot of people out there, guess what? They buy subscribers. This happens a lot more than you probably know. It's so easy to tell. If you see somebody out there that had a couple thousand subscribers, then all of a sudden, a month later, they're at 10,000, they're buying subscribers. Especially if you look at a video and they didn't have a video that got like 100,000 views, they're buying subscribers. And there are a lot of channels on YouTube that have done this. We're not naming names. But if you go look up numbers, you might be able to tell for yourself. Maybe we should start doing it. I don't know. But yes, dirty secret number 1 is a lot of channels out there buy subscribers. It's a thing. People pay money and they get subscribers.
Yeah. You may also notice before I talk about this one, we don't even have our logos. We have like a different background. Like this is unofficial. Like we can't put this officially out there. Okay. Oh man, I put my hand up and you can kind of see where I might be at. Oh no.
Do that. Don't do it.
I'll tell you, it's not just sports card channels either. There are some non-sports channels that do this as well. And I don't know, is it a dick measuring contest? Like, I don't understand, because the whole thing about like being monetized, the whole thing is it's about views, right? Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. It's not about number of subscribers. It's about number of views. And if you go and look at some of their content, we have roughly 2,000 subscribers. Some of our videos are doing way better than some channels with like 15,000 subscribers. And those 15,000 subscribers, 14,000 of them came around, I don't know, a month. Like that's some growth. I'll tell you what. So yeah, there are a lot out there that do it. It's like cheating at golf when you're playing by yourself. Like, why are you doing this? Like, you're only cheating yourself at that point. So that's kind of how I feel about that. It's like, sure, I can go in and say, hey guys, I got 8 under par today, but I'm full of shit. Right. So
like, we definitely know you are.
Yeah. Right. But like, what's the point? So I just don't get it. But a lot of people do it.
Yeah. What's the point is perfect. Like that, just that nails it perfectly. Like I don't like, I guess the only thing you could do is if you have more subscribers, you can say, hey, look at my subscribers, give me some free stuff like that. Maybe that's the only thing that potentially get like the reason why they would do it. Otherwise, like Mike said, it's just a dick measuring contest. Like, seriously,
that's
what it is. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, but I mean, like the bottom line, like why even like it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like it's not going to translate into more views, which like Joe said, the subscribers don't mean anything for as far as like YouTube, like YouTube monetization. So it's just it's a weird thing people do to make themselves look more important than they are, and that's just not definitely not me.
That's lame to me.
Yeah,
but there are a lot of people out there that want to feel important. Oh, look at my subscribers. That means I'm a big deal in the hobby, and that's why they do it. And you make money based on the ads that people watch in your shows. So like if people click the skip now, you don't make any money on that. They have to watch a certain amount of time of that. So if you're not having people watch your content, people aren't going to watch ads and you're not going to get any money. So it's crazy.
How many of these people are doing this thinking they're going to become rich, but they're just blowing all this money and it's not going to get them anything? Like, how many people are doing that, you think? Like, that's
a lot.
Probably a lot.
Yeah. Yes, I'm sure. All right. Second secret, again, let me look around, make sure nobody's around. Let me tell you this one. Some of the content creators, they cherry pick their content. They do. What does that mean? We all watch box opening videos, right? There are many content creators that will open multiple boxes and film them, and you're seeing the best one they got. They're not always going to be great. If you watch Silver Sport, they don't do this. Trust me, you can tell that they don't do this. But there are some out there, especially some bigger ones, that do this quite often. And, we talk about this a lot on this channel. It gives people unrealistic expectations. I know they're not doing it necessarily, and we'll get to this, to make you buy a product. They want to do it again for clout. There's so much clout chasing in this hobby that people buy subscribers and they post their best video so you think they're cool and they want to watch it, because people don't want to watch people opening boxes that get crap. But let's be realistic, 95% or more are that way. So yeah, another little secret, maybe even PSA reveals too. Do we know? Do you always see people opening the box right from PSA? You don't know. Maybe they're taking out some of the bad cards. Just saying.
So my biggest point I'll save for another one we're going to talk about, because I think that has a lot to do with it. For us, like, people have made jokes like, oh, you wouldn't have posted that if XYZ. Go look at our channel. We post everything. We don't care if it's a great hit, if it's a crap hit. Like, the only reason I think the three of us would want to, like, if we open up like 3 or 4 boxes and we pick the best one, it's because it is more entertaining that way. But we don't even do that. Like, we're like, no, you're going to see it warts and all. I opened up how many boxes of Fleer Ultra Wolverine?
Yep, I can't count that high.
Yeah,
bring that up. Yeah.
And here's the proof that we definitely don't cherry pick boxes. The first box I opened up of Picard season 2 and 3, I did not record for the channel, and it was the Patrick Stewart autograph card. Yep. You got to see a Tim Russ autograph card. I love Tim Russ, I do, but it's not Patrick Stewart, right? So yeah, I mean, there are reasons that some people do it that I think are even shadier than clout chasing. But again, we'll talk about that in a bit. But it's just people really want you to think, oh man, this guy has the Midas touch. He's clearly really, really good at picking out boxes. It's clout chasing. It's just like the buy and subscriber thing.
It's not just about people like thinking they're really good at picking out boxes. It's like, oh, this is with the last blaster at Walmart, or the last hanger pack at Walmart, or whatever, stuff like that. And the people opening the stuff in their cars, like I feel like genuineness, and to me, is the most important thing. That's why I think that we're so good at this. But like as far as people liking what we do,
good,
because yeah, I mean, we're just conversing. We're just 3 dudes talking about whatever we talk about. Like that's the bottom line. Like, we're not out here trying to sell something or anything like that, or trying to act like we're something we're not. That person.
Oh my God.
Very excited.
Somebody's coming to get you.
No, lock your door, man.
It's like a good drab strip out there. But anyhow, I feel like I lost my train of thought.
I would too if I knew people were going to bang down my door and kidnap me.
We are very nervous about doing this episode.
Yeah.
Just want to know that. Okay, I'll take over here. Okay. Is that a knock at my door? I don't know. Am I just hearing things? I don't know. I got to get out of my own head right here. But number 3, there's a lot of paid promotion going on. There are people that open up boxes that, guess what? They're sent those boxes. They're not buying them. Stuff like this happens. And let me tell you, I probably really shouldn't tell you this part. When you upload a video to YouTube, there's a box that you're supposed to check if your video contains paid promotion. If you got something, any kind of form of payment, getting product is a form of payment. You're supposed to click that box. And then right up here, when the video starts, YouTube tells you that this video contains paid promotion. I never see that pop up when I'm watching sports card content. And we know that a lot of these people get boxes that are given to them. Upper Deck gives out a lot of boxes of stuff, and people aren't doing that, and they're not letting you know that. So there's a difference between thinking somebody bought a product with their own money and watching a video of somebody who got a product sent to them. The things that people say in those videos are probably typically going to be a little more positive toward the product, no matter if it's a great box or not, because they were given that and they want to keep getting more. This happens and people don't let you know it, which isn't right. Just if you're getting a product for free, you're being paid. Some people don't think receiving a product is payment. It absolutely 100% legally is. Click that box, let the people know that you got this for free and that your opinion that you're giving them might be, let's say, swayed a little bit in a certain direction because of that.
And that's like, as much as I would want to get Upper Deck products for free to promote on the channel, to open up on the channel. And it's weird they've never reached out to us, by the way. I just as an aside, the fact that we've gotten over almost at this point, like 40,000 combined views on Fleer Ultra Wolverine rips, and some of our other Marvel stuff does really well, our Upper Deck stuff. The fact they haven't reached out to us is actually kind of surprising. That being said, I'm almost glad they haven't. Same thing with Rittenhouse. I've talked glowingly about Rittenhouse. My fear is I wouldn't be able to lie as well as some of these other content creators if I opened up a crap box and said, "Ooh, man, if this is the average box you're going to get, I don't know if I'm shelling out $200, $300 for it." So, and that's the problem. Like they paint it with this, "Oh, this was a solid box." It almost feels like sometimes when breakers say, "Oh, boom," I'm trying to think of the quarterback. Who was the quarterback for the Colts? Sam Ellinger.
Yeah,
he was like in this big, like, "Oh, boom, you got a Sam Ellinger card," or whatever. Like, I almost feel like content creators who get free boxes do that. And it's disingenuous at best, kind of gross at worst, right? So I'm, as much as I think it'd be fun to get those products and open them up for our viewers to see, I don't know if the three of us could BS our way through a bad box of cards, right?
No way.
It'd be really hard.
Yeah. This goes back to genuineness. As I was talking about then the last thing before I got interrupted by the drag racer outside of my apartment. But yeah, I mean, the genuineness is what it's all about. And if you're not letting people know, like if somebody shows up on your channel with a free box, like that is, I mean, it's not a paid promotion, but I mean, you should be disclosed in some way. Like that, there are definitely things where people should be like letting people know, hey, why not just be upfront with all that stuff? Like just flat out be upfront. That makes so much more sense to me to do that than to just like try to hide it, try to obscure it.
Funny you should mention that, because dirty secret number 4 is there are a lot of content creators that have undisclosed transparency in their affiliations. They might be involved in a company. They might be financially involved in companies. They might be getting, ad revenue from them. They might be, part owner in a company, but they're not letting you know. They might be making comments about things or saying things in their videos glowingly about everything, but they're not letting you know that they're involved with that company. This one bothers me as much as anything. If you have connections to companies, I notice, Dustin takes a lot of flack, but anytime he talks about SGC, he always talks about his relationship with them. This is what we're talking about. There are a lot of people that have relationships with PSA. Fanatics and Tops is the worst one. They don't let you know. There are a lot of people out there, they're breakers, they get product from Tops. They're not going to say anything bad about Tops because they don't want to lose their what they get to break. They don't want to lose their allocation. This happens all the time. That's why you don't see a whole lot of bigger channels that ever say anything about Fanatics or Tops. It's negative because they're worried about the repercussions. They don't want to lose what they're getting, but they have that business relationship with them and they're not disclosing it to you. That drives me crazy.
Dustin was going to be the example I used. Honestly, he gets so much shit about all the ads he does. The 30 seconds at the top of his like 15-minute video. He talks about some codes you could use or products you could get using his codes and stuff. But he talks about it. He's fully transparent about it. Who was the other one I was thinking of? Chris Sewell is a part. I don't want to say part owner, but like he has like an investment interest in collector investor auctions. And he says that before he talks about anything, he says, I have a small stake in this company. The Snowman, he's the one who runs it, the Texas Snowman, but I do have a small stake in it. So use that information however you will. He's very transparent about that. And it's just like, you see folks talking so glowingly about companies, even when they do shit things, that you're like, I'll tell you what, they better be getting paid good, because this makes them look like idiots. Mm-hmm. Right. And then you have the component of, well, you talk bad about certain companies, maybe your allocation from those companies might go down a little bit if you do that. So yeah, it's nothing we can like point to and say, here's the hard evidence of this one, but you just have to almost have common sense and half a brain to say, oh, he's never talked bad about this company, and he has a breaking company or a repack company or whatever, and he's getting allocation from those companies. Do the math. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, that's the big one for me. Like, there are people that are kneeling down and kissing the ring of these companies by not actually saying what they're, not complaining about the product, because there's a lot to complain about right now. There's plenty to complain about, but you don't hear that from a lot of people because they don't want to ruffle feathers. They don't want to be stuck without getting their allocation. And I feel like Mike said, the Fanatics is the big one here. And I agree 100%. Like that is the biggest one right now in the hobby. And because they are the hobby. I mean, in a couple of years, they're going to have all the big licenses, and that's the only thing you can, if you want to get product at wholesale price, which whatever that means anymore, you're going to have to kneel down and kiss the ring to the company, and that's not a great thing.
Okay, this last one here, this one is really important, but I got to make sure nobody's listening. Yeah. Okay. I think we're okay. I think we are clear. The last one, there are people out there that manipulate the markets for their own personal gain. Some people, I hate to say this, some people use the term pump and dump.
Ooh.
I know you've probably never heard that. That's an insider industry term right there. But all joking aside, there are a lot of people on YouTube who are happy to tell you what cards they think are going to go up in price. They speak glowingly these cards. There are people out there that might have a stack of these cards somewhere that are telling you that they think that card's going to go up. And when they get enough traction from telling people, and people start looking for that card, and demand goes up and the price goes up, then they sell it. And they make money because they told you that this card was going to go up. And it did temporarily, because they created an artificial demand. And then when that artificial demand subsided, the card went back down. This happens a lot. This happened a lot with, let's say, I don't know, I'll pick something at random. PMG, the Marvel PMGs, maybe? I don't know. I seem to remember a content creator that really pushed those, that had a lot of them and apparently made quite a bit of money on them. I don't know. This happens a lot, though. I think the safe thing to do is to be wary of any content creator that is selling you picks or even telling you picks of what they think is going to become more valuable. Why are they doing that? Why do they want to tell you or 10,000 other people that might be watching their video what cards they think are going to become more valuable? Why would they do that? Because they're nice? Because they're friendly? Or maybe because they already have that card? Do you think people out of the goodness of their heart are telling you things they think are going to be worth more money and they're not keeping it to themselves? Or maybe they have these cards and then once they push the price up, they're going to sell them. I know, shocking that something like that could be going on in our hobby, but it happens a lot.
You said that was called a pump and dump?
Something like that.
Yeah, I
don't use that term outside of this video. That you people hear you saying that, we are going to be in trouble. So don't do it.
Yeah, I've never heard that phrase within the card hobby. I mean, other things obviously, but anyway, that was my lewd joke of my birthday week. I'm allowed one. I get one. Anyway, yes. So I did mention it before when we were talking about opening up product and cherry picking the best product, because I kind of wanted to talk about it here a little bit too. Have you ever noticed breakers, like not the big time breakers, but kind of those like medium level breakers open up product, personal boxes, and they all seem to do pretty well with them. I don't know if you've noticed that. I know I have, and I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to, I'm not throwing anyone under the bus here, but there are some breakers out there, and it seems every time they preview a product that they plan on selling break spots for, products always seem to get some nice hits, right? So it wouldn't surprise me if they're opening up 12 boxes, pulling out the best one and saying, oh, look, I just pulled a random box out of this sealed case and look what I got. All the boxes are going to be like this. And so that's a little sketchy. And then you've got people who were pumping up certain sealed wax products for years. Like, oh, it's great to save the sealed wax because so-and-so has rookies in here, whatever. And then we found out they had this like massive collection of sealed wax. You can do it with individual cards. You mentioned the PMG stuff, Mike. I mean, that was a huge amount of money. And you can get those PMGs now for a penance of what you were paying for them before. They're still not massively cheap. You can't get them for $20, but you can definitely get them for a lot less than during the little pump and dump, as it were. So, yeah, if some seems like someone's trying to game the system, chances are they're trying to game the system. So just be cognizant of that.
I have for you guys a Spider-Man quote: "With great power comes great responsibility." Like
bottom
line is,
I've heard that a
like,
couple of times.
and like the reason why Chris Sewell is the king of the nerds, our king, our one and true king. He did a video about this a little while back where he was talking about, I think it was a Serena Williams rookie. Oh, I can't remember which card it was. The Serena Williams rookie card, where he talked about it in a video, and immediately the prices spiked, and he realized, oh my gosh, look this power that I have, and he is like actually taking steps to make sure he doesn't do that anymore. Like that is an example of somebody who is the right kind of person to put on a pedestal in the hobby, in my opinion, because he realized that he manipulated the market and was like, I can't. This is wrong. I can't.
And did a video acknowledging that he manipulated the market and apologized for it. Pretty much.
Right. And I mean, that to me, that's how you should handle yourself in that kind of situation.
Well, there you have it. 5 dirty little secrets. What secrets do you think are going on in sports card content creation? Let us know in the comments, but only there. Anything we've said today, do not talk about it outside of our little community here. Don't go out to social media. Trust me, you can't do it there, or else you'll have authorities knocking right on your door. So there you have it. That's all we have for you this week, but hopefully we'll be back next week. Right, guys?
Hopefully we are. Hopefully.
All right, guys.
See you guys. I gotta go.